Have a great product but struggle with customers? Download the value proposition presentation template to elevate the key value of your product or service to the market. A strong value proposition persuades consumers why even an average product is irreplaceable, and without one, even the best marketing can't convince customers to buy. The template includes slides on the value proposition builder framework, canvases for customer value and value proposition of the competition, customer value map, comparison tables, components of strong value differentiation, value proposition versus customer segment, message flow, spectrum, 3 elements of value proposition, plus many more. Additionally, stick to the end and we'll explain how a company like Slack could use these slides. Value propositions are not a product description, info about your company, or a catchy slogan. Instead, a value prop communicates number 1, your competitive advantage and what makes it unique, a solution to a real customer pain point problem, and number 3, the specifics of that solution that outline the tangible benefits the customer will receive. Take a digital product that helps commuters find the most efficient route to avoid traffic. We Are a navigation app that shares digital maps and routes isn't a value proposition. We cut your average commute in half so you can focus on what really matters is. Execs can use this value proposition builder framework to identify and design their own value prop. First, clarify the key customer segments of the market. Determine the benefits minus the cost to the customer, the product and service mix to offer, how this offer will deliver value to the customer, how the offer is different and better than the competition, and the credibility and proof behind what you're offering. Once this is all mapped out, execs can use this value proposition message flow to turn the previous framework into actionable message statements. To maximize their product or feature's value potential, execs can canvass their customers. This customer value canvas shows how a product or service creates gains and relieves pains for the customers. Canvass what jobs your target customer needs done, what pains they face in an attempt to accomplish these jobs, and what gains they expect or would be delighted by with your product or service. Execs can also canvass specific products and features against one another. This value comparison table compares rival products or services and rates them from low to high. These could be different offerings you plan to develop or substitutes that the customer can choose instead of you, which are important to know how to differentiate yourself and draw attention to what makes you better in your own value proposition. Execs can then extract this information to reverse engineer a new angle to their value proposition. For instance, if a product has the highest value across ease of use, sleekness, and security, for example, you can highlight those elements in your messaging to set yourself apart from the competition. To improve the value proposition of an existing product or service, execs can use a customer value map to plot where their product lands on the fair value line. In this visualization, the fair value line remains steady across the perception of quality and price. If customers perceive a product as low cost relative to quality, it will be perceived as excellent value, whereas a product with high price but lower customer satisfaction is of poor value. To take this even further, customers can then be surveyed across each of the 3 key elements of what makes up a strong value proposition. For instance, customer perception of how valuable, differentiated, and substantiated your product is ranked from low to high in this visualization. With these results, execs can then determine where their 3 elements can be improved to convince more customers to buy. If all 3 are done well, it creates a recipe for lead conversion success that translates into brand loyalty and even premium pricing power. Here's how the workplace communication tool Slack communicates its own value proposition. It establishes its market, which is digital teams. It establishes the value, which is a transformation of work, with an offer of a single place for your entire team and everything you need to get stuff done. Now, what's not established in this statement is the differentiation or the proof. Just below, Slack lists all of the major companies that use it, like Spotify, Airbnb, Netflix, and even NASA. Scroll down and here's 2 key differentiators. So what are Slack's customer gain creators and pain relievers? Slack lists them down below like so. Number 1, work your way on your own time. The pain is the need for multiple varied ways to communicate as you work remotely. The gain is flexibility with multiple communication channels. Number 2, less context switching, more focus time. The pain is distraction. with a gain of apps that integrate with Slack to streamline your work. Number 3, enterprise-grade data protection. The pain here is threats of hacking for major companies that they face from working online. The gain is an enterprise-scale plan that accounts for that risk with better security. If you have a great product but can't communicate your value as efficiently as Slack, you need this presentation. Download the Value Proposition Framework for more slides on components of a strong value differentiation, value proposition versus customer segment, value proposition spectrum, 3 key elements of value proposition, plus many more to save time and hours of work. Thanks for watching.